Alright.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Three Powers and a Birdie podcast.
Yeah.
Episode 100. We've done it, Cody. We made it all the way to 100.
Yes, we did.
So for that, let's congratulate ourselves real quick. We got shots here.
Cheers.
These are some green tea shots.
Yeah, why not?
Cheers to 100, buddy.
Hot start.
Let's get toasted.
Oh, outside too.
We got some Arizona hard ice teas.
We got a lot of sponsors this.
I got the peach. What do you got? Lemon?
Lemon. Yeah.
You got the lemon.
Sponsored by Arizona. Sponsored by Green Tea. I don't know if that's a company. It's the name of a shot. What we'll call it.
I was gonna say I don't think that is a company.
There probably is by now.
There's probably one out there though. For show. For show.
And we got these cigars.
They're cigars.
Yeah.
Uh,
Let's see if this guy. Thank you.
hope everyone who's listening now, 4th of July obviously passed. Hope you guys all enjoyed that. I know I did. Cody, you were enjoying it. I know that. So we're gonna get to that later on. But
It was okay.
hope everyone had a good 4th of July. And cheers to America, baby.
Yeah. Hold on before you continue. We became a country in 1776, so we are 248 years old now. We're about to be 250 soon. 2 more years. When we have the World Cup, we're 250. That's awesome. I just realized that. That's cool.
That's
We're about to go hard in the paint for that. We're about to go so hard in the paint for that. 250 years old.
50 years.
Yeah.
Hmm.
1776 to 2026 is 250 years. So
Do you know the anniversary of anything else that's going to be 250 years old in 2 years? That'd be a good stat to look up.
well, anything else that happened in 1776. So
Right.
England lost to us. That's how we became a
Was
country.
anything big,
Like manufactured or anything?
Exactly, yeah.
Oh,
Utensils,
fuck, dude.
Anything crazy.
That's
I'm
such
sure
a good
there's.
question. What was invented in 1776?
I'm sure there was.
Solid question. Let's figure it out.
Let's give it
You
a
can
Google
give
check.
them the rundown of what we're going to be talking about, and I'll look
Yeah.
this up real quick.
Let me Google check. I'm pretty
Yeah.
curious.
That's a great question.
Yeah, so obviously we had 4th of July just passed. Many of us were on vacation, and a lot of us went places and did a bunch of cool things. Cody went and traveled, so we want to cover Cody's trip. He went to a different state. We'll talk a little bit about that. I got to go up north with some family and friends to my cabin, which was a delight, honestly. Perfect weather. And then we want to kind of run down Cody's last round on our golf league. I wasn't able to attend. I've been having truck problems, so unfortunately my truck's been in the shop, so I wasn't able to get to the last round of golf in the golf league. But we want to talk to Cody and get to hear about that. And then we also have a new segment on our YouTube channel. It is going to be like us basically giving our picks each week for who we think is going to win, kind of going hand in hand with our club challenge that we like to talk about on this. So that's basically going to be like a little short video. If people want to hear that, they don't have to stick around for this whole podcast. They can just watch that video and hear our picks. And then
No, you don't have a choice. You're
there's a
just
bunch of
correct.
other little like bonus picks and stuff too that we like to throw in there and kind of like a couple, short minute conversations. But that's going to be a new thing. So definitely check that out. We're going to talk to you guys about that. And then whatever else we got on our mind,
Okay.
just going to go from there.
So I have a couple things.
Let's hear it.
In 1776, the submarine was invented. That's wild.
Wow.
The chronometer, which is the best way that we can tell accurate time now. So, like how watches work. Indoor plumbing, the toilet. The first modern toilet came out in 1596, but the way that we have it now, the S-trap toilet, was invented in 1776.
Shut the fuck up, really?
Yeah. The kitchen stove.
There's this many things?
The kitchen stove was invented in 1776. Like the OG cast iron, Franklin stove, metal iron fireplace. That was also invented in 1776. So, pretty crazy. Pretty crazy stuff.
Good.
So,
My mom's trying to hide from the camera
Yeah,
over here.
she's
She's
so
going to be
funny.
on. She's over here talking to me.
she's so funny. Well, we appreciate
Grab
you
it.
being awesome.
Grab it. You can get to the next podcast, too. If you
Yeah, come on.
5-minute conversations.
We'll set up a seat right here for you, Teresa. She's like, fuck you guys.
Teresa.
I'm just
She's so pissed.
I know.
She's
So
about to ground me.
quite a few inventions. I don't know if those were all technically 1776. It says it on this internet.
That's a bunch. And a lot of those are like
they're like pretty useful.
Everyday things
Yeah,
that
yeah,
we
yeah.
use.
Yeah.
Submarine, not quite as much.
Not as
That was
much,
kind of fun.
but the
That
design of
ocean
the
game.
toilet, yeah. They're trying to do that again. Do you see that? They're doing another mission to go to the Titanic, bro. These guys are fucking wild.
They have no brains. Are they stupid?
Who's stupider? The people going into outer space the first time on this flight that's gonna orbit Earth for like an hour or two, or the
Hell
people,
no. I
or
would
the
never
or the
do
or
that.
the people who are going to the subs? Who's stupider?
I think they're pretty fun. I think they're equivalent in
So
stupidity.
the people who are, I think, not orbiting Earth, but I think they're going like just past the threshold of where it's outer space. So it's like 150 miles. So it's far, but it's not that
I
far.
don't give a damn. You ain't. No.
Which one, if you had to do one or the other,
You would?
if you had to do one or the other, which one would you?
You would do one? I'd
I
kill
would.
myself.
I'd go to the outer. I'd go to the outer space. If I had to do one or the other, even though the submersible's crazy, if you had to,
My heart just dropped thinking about it.
it's
No,
scary.
I don't know because
It's scary.
I'm trying to think of the depth.
Basically, would you rather see the deep, like, would you rather see deep in the ocean? Because there's a possibility of that, which would be dope. Or would you rather see outer space?
Yeah,
Because there's a possibility of that.
death too.
Yeah,
So
but
it's like,
let's talk about
would
that.
I rather die in space or would I rather die
Or if you want
underwater?
to view it like that,
Just,
either way. Well, you'd probably rather die in space, huh? Then your body
I don't know. I feel
float
like
off forever.
slow death. It's a slow death, brother. I
You
feel
think
like.
so? I don't know, man. Space seems ruthless. Like it would just kill you so quick.
I don't know. I think you're hanging on to your last breath just forever, dude. Just hoping to find food and hoping to snag something to grab onto.
Funny.
Dude, you're just flying. You're just flying, and
You're just you're thinking you're gonna lose gravitational pull and just be out into space until you die. Is that what you're worried about?
yeah.
Yeah. You're worried about just like fuck. We lost like
And
connection.
anything can hit you.
Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't think about that part.
That can be
That's
another
anything
factor.
can hit you. You're right. We do have a lot of meteor shots. Okay, let's get started on golf. Let's get started on. What do we got? What do we got?
Let's hear your trip. We gotta hear your trip.
Oh yeah.
Where'd you go? What'd you do?
So I went to Denver, Colorado for 4th of July. Played a couple golf courses. I played Green Valley Golf Course, which is right by the airport. Beautiful golf course. Very beautiful. Well kept. I think it was like $75. Second day we played Homestead, which is
Travel was easy there, flight and everything. That was no issue.
travel was so easy. I ended up landing at like 10:30 a.m. Joe picked me up. We went straight to get food.
Okay, no rentals. You didn't have to do that.
No, the second day I got a rental because Josh and Steven were flying in and, lugging around the clubs and everything. But the rounds of golf were great. Like I said, second course was Homestead. That was gorgeous at the base of the mountains. Gorgeous. And then the third course is Bear Dance, which I played before. Beautiful as hell, of course, but so difficult.
Yeah, you
So
talked about that one before, right? Bear
Yeah.
Dance and Arrowhead.
So difficult. Yeah, Bear Dance, I shot a 107 last time. I shot a 105 this time, including lipping out 3 times. So that was annoying. And I lost a drive that was in the middle of the fairway. Like that might happen once a year, you know? It happened there. You know what I mean? It might happen once a year where you're like, that drive should be like right here, right? And then there's no drive. And that happened at a beautiful course, and I was really upset because
In the fairway?
in the fairway. I'm not kidding you, in the fairway. And
Somebody took the golf.
well, it was.
That's
It's
the only
not.
option.
It's not that it was just in the fairway. The hole went a little right, so we saw it go in the fairway, like going right, but it didn't go far right. Like it wasn't like a 90-degree dog leg, and it looked perfectly fine. I mean, perfectly fine.
Checked hard enough.
We all checked, and I was like,
rough.
we tried,
I
and
think that was an X on the wingman.
maybe, but
Heck yeah.
we couldn't find it. So
Other.
I ended up doubling that hole, which was annoying because I could have like parred the hole. So golf was good. I got a birdie on the second day. Second day, I hit a par 3 with a 9-iron, about 25 feet. Sank the putt.
Game was looking all right though.
Game was looking good. I shot a 95 the first day.
Fuck yeah.
Shot a 87 the second day.
Yeah.
Damn. The second day is a par 65. So a little different.
That's
33-32.
different. That's a lot of different.
Yeah, 33-32. So I think like 1 par 5 on the whole course, maybe 4 par 3s or something. Whatever the
Oh
math
my
is.
gosh, that's annoying. I
But-
hate having more
But
par threes.
that was the course that was at the base of the mountains. That was like Josh even said it, and he's been to golf courses all over the states. He said that might have been the nicest course I've ever walked. And he walked Wolf Creek in Vegas.
Yeah, but Bear Dance, you were talking to us like
To see Bear Dance. So yeah.
Oh, that wasn't
Yeah.
Bear Dance. That was,
Bear Dance was the last day, and Josh flew out that day.
Oh,
so we dropped him
you
off.
seen which one?
He's seen Homestead and Green Valley.
And he said Green Valley was
Homestead.
Homestead.
He said Homestead, which was the par 65 course.
He would have loved Bear Dance.
Oh, he'd have loved Bear Dance. He would have loved Arrowhead. But yeah, he wasn't able to make those. But yeah, it was a beautiful course. I put plenty of pictures online if you guys want to go check them out. But other than that, I had a couple concerts. Saw Zed's Dead a couple nights. Had a party bus. That was fun. What else? Went to a Rockies game. So we went to the Rockies game on 4th of July. Fucking awesome time. Game was pretty cool. We watched like 2 innings, but the stadium was gorgeous. And as soon as the game ends, they have this awesome setup where the people who are in the outfield the outfield stands right by the scoreboard, they get to leave their seats at the end of the game and get onto the field.
That's fun.
And they have it cornered off like the infield from the outfield. And they get to sit in the outfield. The outfield's packed with families, blankets, kids running around, and the fireworks are done right over the stands where they would be sitting. And they did it. I timed it because I was wondering like when it would start. I was kind of eager to go out and party after. Yeah. And I'm checking the time, and it's like sun's setting over the mountain. Yeah, kind of. And yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. And it hit about 9:30. Sun's going over the mountains, looking gorgeous. And then about 9:35 they start, and they go until about 10 o'clock though. The fireworks went on for almost 25 minutes. It was awesome. They played great music with it. It was so awesome. When it finished,
that's a big thing, man. Are they playing bangers while the fireworks are going off, or are they playing some low jazz
They played songs. We all three said the same thing. Steven Johnson, Josh Adami, and myself all said the same thing as soon as it got done. We all said, man, we almost cried a couple times during that. Because the combination of what we were seeing, because this firework performance was ridiculous.
Bro.
It was all around the stadium was getting lit.
You're definitely on drugs.
Not at this point. But
had you feelings?
Between the fireworks, being on vacation in the mountains, being 4th of July, I'm with my military friend.
Yeah.
And we're listening to a song that says, I'm proud to be an American. And then the next song's, an American-related song. And I felt the same way. And those guys weren't even in the military. But just to sit there and soak it all in. I mean, no one was talking. Like, we were soaking it in. It was just such a surreal experience to be there. Colorado is such a military state. It's like Texas almost. Because you got the University of the Air Force University. You have like 4 bases. I mean, they have plenty of military there. So just being in that environment, and being thankful when you're up north on the river with your friends is awesome. It's the shit. It's awesome. I fucking love it. But also, another thing about being great is being thankful when you're on a military base or you're with, people who have served or are serving, and you're just like, man, like every other day, 364 other days, I live without even being thankful about being here. But today I'm really thankful. And this guy has gone to Kuwait, Joe has, and Iraq. It was just, it was so cool.
Raise up your glasses against evil forces.
I don't.
Whiskey for my.
Oh, no, they didn't play that.
What about
they played some Mango
Cup?
Yeah, they did play that.
Yeah.
That's what they started with. They started with more partier music, and then they got into the American Spirit music and Proud to be an American, all those great songs.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, rest in peace.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. Yeah, I forgot about that. That's crazy. So it was just such a heartfelt moment. So that's why we all felt like, man, I'm just so proud right now. I really am. I'm happy. The combination of all the things really just made us just so thankful and happy. And then it was just also, our country's birthday.
I was all that shit, dude.
Yeah, it was cool. And then we had flyovers, F-16 flyovers and shit. Dude, it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. So great time. Great
Some
time.
golf, a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Some concerts.
Some concerts. We had, I went to Red Rocks 3 times.
Which looked nuts.
Ridiculous,
Like,
bro.
how many deaths have they had there?
None, I don't think.
People falling.
No,
There's no injuries.
no.
Nothing, bro.
There might be injuries. There might be injuries because people walking around fucked up. But it's not that bad.
People sign waivers. It's just from your video.
No,
I was sober watching that video, and I was like, man, I could easily bust my ass.
it's funny you say that because when you go there, because you'll go eventually, but when you go there, you're gonna be like, okay, it's not as crazy as I thought. It's still steep. The steps are still like wide. Like each step, you guys can't see this table that well, but maybe you can for perception. Each step is like as wide as this, because they want you to be able to dance and stuff and have room, and not have to be like, well, as people are walking by. So you got long steps, but it is kind of steep. So you got both.
Looked like a lot.
So you got a little bit of support.
It looked like a lot.
But yeah, and then you got the city in front of you. Denver in front of you, and yeah, it was just gorgeous, man. Had a blast.
You hiked? You went on a hike?
Yeah, the best part about the whole trip, there's 2 things. The best part. The first thing, on Monday.
Sounds like a few. Sounds like a few.
Yeah, there were so many. On Monday, when Josh flew in, my second day, Janie and I tried to surprise Joe. We did surprise Joe with a awesome dinner at this ridiculous steakhouse. I mean, ridiculous. And I met up with his best friend Noah, who I know, and Janie's brother, who I met for the first time, Trey. He's a cool dude. He actually owns a paper company, like rolling papers. The pink ones. You ever seen those pink ones? I forgot what they're called. Forgot the name of it, but
must be a Colorado.
You guys, I have them here, which is crazy because he owns that company. And yeah, it was great. So we all go out to dinner. I think the bill combined was about $700. I mean, we balled out. We got him a bottle of wine or champagne to start at the table. As soon as we got to the table, it was already there.
That is
on ice. Yeah, we were going home.
Nice.
Yeah,
good people.
Steaks. Obviously, we paid for his meal because that was his bachelor party because Joe doesn't want to do a bachelor party, which for some odd reason because Joe likes to party. But I think he's trying to be tame. I think he's trying to be tame for this. Which is fine because we have partied a lot, so I guess you don't need one more.
Yeah, but that's a big part of his life.
I mean,
he's getting married.
So he wanted to keep it chill. He didn't know what was happening, but we set up the dinner. Noah did. We surprised him. Us 5 went to dinner. Josh, myself, Joe, Trey, and Noah had a spread. I mean, a spread, bro. A spread. Steaks everywhere, and sides everywhere, and wine everywhere, and mixed drinks and cocktails. It was so much fun. So that was one of my favorite things. And the other favorite thing was the hike in the Rocky Mountains. The first day Josh landed, we hiked in Boulder, which is a suburb, basically what like Ann Arbor would be to Detroit. So like 30 minutes outside of Denver. Gotcha. It's a college town where University of Colorado is. Hiked right there. It was beautiful. The second day, we went up in the Rocky Mountains. Like in the Rocky Mountains. We drove 2 hours away into the mountains. It was 65 degrees that morning at 6 a.m. when we left. When we got to the mountains and got out of the car, we good?
Yep.
All right.
I'm just making sure.
No, I appreciate it. No, you're good. You're good. No, you're good.
I'm just very.
We have fucked up many a time, so we
tried this 100th episode. I think 4 different times. Yeah. So.
So we leave the house in the morning at 6 a.m. to try to beat everybody. It's 65 degrees. Okay. We get to the mountains, we get out of the car, it's 44 degrees. I was very unprepared. I don't know why, but I was. It's cloudy and rainy and 44. Joe gives me his extra jacket. I brought like a quarter zip because I was like, oh, it might be a little chilly. And we hike it. We have a great time. It takes 2 hours to get up, 2 hours to get back down. And it was just, but it's cool because when
you didn't have the right shoes on, did you?
No, I didn't have the right shoes on either. I had fucking running shoes on. I had running shoes on like an idiot. And I have boots. I could have easily brought plenty.
Everybody else is in these,
yeah, everyone's in there. Yeah, and they're hiking, and I'm fucking sitting here looking like I'm about to go pick up basketball or something. Yeah, I'm an idiot. But the hike was great. We got to the summit or one of the summits, and it was just breathtaking. I mean, fucking beautiful. One of the most beautiful places I've ever been. There's a lake at the top of the mountain. It's gorgeous. You're passing people. I'm passing people who are walking, people who are jogging, people who are running, people who got their dogs, old people, young people, people with kids, all sorts of people. And you're hiking up this. I mean, when we got to the summit, we were past 10,000 feet elevation. 10,000. We're at like 300 right now.
That's a lot.
We were at 10,000 feet elevation.
Well, I remember when we went and did the one in Arizona.
Camelback right over there.
Only like 36. At most.
Yeah.
At the highest, I think, or just under 36.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Dude, we were
that's high
up there, bro. It was so much fun.
For some of you people, a lot of you people are probably like that. That ain't high, you know.
That's high up.
That ain't high.
We're in the clouds.
Yeah,
check the pictures, bro. The clouds are in the mountains.
That's like
they're right there.
It's like give me an oxygen tank.
That's 2 miles high.
Yeah, that's
2 miles high.
I don't need to be that high unless I'm smoking coke, man.
Well, we're that high every day, so it's great. But yeah, it was unbelievable. It was my favorite part of the trip, definitely. The hike, the talk with Joe and Josh, those are some of my favorite people. You know, so to be able to just sit there and have these, we had some deep combos on the way up and down, man, about all sorts of things. It was so great. It really was. I wouldn't trade it for the world, and I can't wait to do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next time you'll be there. Can't wait.
Going next time.
I can't wait. It's gonna be a
great time. I want to see Joe's house.
Oh my god, bro. His house he just got. It's so nice.
He'll probably be moved to another state by the time
I hope not. He's only got 5 years till he retires.
That's
it. 5 years. 5 years.
And how old is he?
Just 34, 33. It's 33.
That's
5 years.
I agree with that.
That's crazy.
Y'all better start subscribing. And
so we can retire. For real. So all in all, 6 days in Denver. I did.
That's my only hope.
4 concerts, 3 rounds of golf, 3 hikes, and just had a blast, man. And shout out to Joe and Janie for having us. Shout out to Sam and Alex. So Sam and Alex, man, their apartment's ridiculous too. It's so nice. They're all doing great, man. I think I came to the conclusion that if I ever did leave, if I ever did get fired from Voxel, I would end up moving to Denver probably. And it's funny because it's always been Texas.
You see, I was just going to say that last year.
And it would still probably be Texas maybe. Because it's like if I'm gonna move, I should just move somewhere where it's warm the whole time, like Dallas. But it's a toss up between Dallas and Denver. Denver being because some of my favorite people are there. There's so much to do there. The culture of the place fits us. It's an active lifestyle. People like to smoke weed, like to do psychedelics, like to have fun. It's a hippie culture almost. But Dallas isn't exactly that culture. But you got the nice weather. It's a beautiful city. You're in the middle of the country, so you can get anywhere you want. We know people there, Steven and Jane. Like, there's benefits to both. But Denver, man, man.
Sounds like it was awesome.
Yeah, I also matched with some hotties. So on the dating app. So like that was cool. That was like, all right. So if I was out here for real,
you get some kitty.
I might talk to somebody, but it was cool. It was a good time. I did go on a date actually out there. So
yeah,
I matched with this chick, and I asked her if she wanted to go out the next couple days because I wasn't gonna be there that long. I didn't tell her I was leaving, but I just was like, hey, we should hang out like soon, and she was down. She wanted to hang out that night. But I was at the ZZ Con.
Oh, she was so DTF, it wasn't even funny.
And then, so the next night, I'm like, hey, let's hang out. We go to this concert. You're so funny. We go to the concert. This is 4th of July. Go to the concert after golf. And then I leave the concert. I go to the Rockies game with everyone. We leave the Rockies game. We go to the bar. She meets us at the bar after. So I met her, 3 hours prior, hung out, left. And then she met up with everybody. So she met Josh, she met Joe, she met everybody.
Damn, she was part of the clique.
So she's hanging. We're hanging at the bar. It's called Fieldhouse. Sick bar. And she goes, hey, you want to go for a ride? I have a motorcycle. And I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, I got a bike. And I was like, all right, yeah, let's go. So
that's a little weird.
Yeah, so she grew up riding.
Should have been the other way around.
She grew up riding dirt bikes. So she's like, yeah, I've been into bikes my whole life. I'm like, damn, that's wild. She's from Kentucky. She moved out. So she's a country girl, sure. And so I'm like, all right, let's do it. So we go for a bike ride. All right, we're in downtown Denver. I'm pretty lit. It's the end of the night at this point. She doesn't drink, so she's sober. She's taking it easy. So we're driving around. There's these dudes fighting. Four guys
What's
fighting.
up with you in this? Always coming across fight.
Four guys fighting. And she pulls over and goes, "Hey, you should break that up." And I'm like, "All right, I'll break it up." You know, obviously, if I have the chance to break up a fight, I will. People shouldn't be fighting if they don't have
Doing too much, man.
So I get off
Just
the.
trying to
So
impress this
you're
fucking
so
girl.
funny. I would do it if anybody said
I
that.
want to get in front of this fucking brawl.
So I get off the bike. Okay, mind you, she stays on the bike. I get off the bike. There's two simultaneous fights happening between the four people. These two fighting and these two people fighting. I break up the first one. I easily break it up. Three of the four people aren't wearing shirts. Okay, this end of the night, 1:30 in the morning.
Hard messes.
Three of the four people aren't wearing shirts, and it's only those four. It's not like there's a crowd watching.
Those people are like, we're getting into a fight. And those are the ones
Yeah.
that instantly rip their shirts off.
So I break up the first two. They're hammered drunk. I mean, one of these, as I'm pulling them off, hammered drunk. They easily break up because they're also exhausted. They must have been fighting for a little while. They wanted to be broken up. Then the next two break up, same thing, exhausted. All right, fuck it, dude, man. Fuck this guy, man. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
And
You're never through with that.
one of the guys goes, "Man, fuck this shit. I'm going to my car and we can settle it right now." And I go, "I'm getting out of here." And then I hop right back on homegirl's bike and we drive off.
Yeah.
And that's how the first date went.
Yeah, see,
That's the first date.
Just skirted on by and kept on with your conversation. She could have.
I broke up
The ride would have been perfect.
It was great. I
bet
I
it
was
got
so
blown
stoned.
up.
Oh yeah, a little bit. I was so stoned riding.
And they're like, all right, this is like,
It was a little
like,
bit.
all right,
Like,
throw me into the fire. It's like, see if
I
I
mean,
still got it.
it's not like it wasn't anything that I couldn't handle, but it was still like, all right, hopefully no one swings. My thought is always, hopefully no one swings on me thinking I'm one of the opposing people.
What do you always just come up and grab them from behind? One of them?
I grab both at the same time. I'll grab one on each shoulder and rip them apart, like I'm pulling apart, fucking an exercise or something. But and they looked at me and they were just like, "What?" And I'm like, "Dude, get off each other." Like, dude, it's 1:30. I'm like, "You guys, what are you gonna fight all night?" That's what I told these guys. The best part about breaking up fights or dealing with drunk people is being logical with them because then they look like idiots. You know what I mean? Going like, "What are you gonna fight all night?" Like that's a very logical thing. Like, "Are you gonna fight all night?" And they'll go, "Well, no, this has to end at some point." And then yeah. How about now, you fucking idiot?
Do you really want to break your knuckles?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Really? Okay, well, cool. Well, go home to your wife or your girlfriend or yourself. It doesn't matter. But it's just so funny because as soon as you introduce logic into it, like almost everyone stops fighting.
Yeah.
The one in Denver the last time. I'm like, "Aren't you beating his ass?" And he goes, "Yeah, I am." And I said, "Okay, well then it's over, bro. You just said you beat his ass. Like you won. The scoreboard's over, bro. You won." So yes, I'm always breaking up fights. That's like my third broken up fight in like 4 years. So
yeah, you just come across them all the time. It seems like that's not what it is with you. They gotta.
yeah, what's the problem? And also, everything I've been doing this summer has been rained out. Electric Forest got rained out one day. Zed got rained out one day. I think one of our days of golf got almost rained out.
Baseball.
Tigers game twice almost got rained out.
Yeah.
Like fuck, dude. It's been a rough time.
Yeah, you're not having any good luck.
Yeah,
The other
golf
than your,
on Brian's birthday.
then your match is on Hinge. It's about the only good luck you're having.
Well, I actually deleted him, so I took a little bit of a.
What?
Yeah, I'm
You
taking
were
a little
paying for it though.
Yeah, the one time. It was just from me.
Subscription ended, and you said I'm done.
Well,
Got back to Palo and you're like, I had
really-
2 matches.
No, you really want to know what it was? Is I checked my credit card statement, and I spent a lot of money in Denver. And then I realized I can't go on dates right now because when I go on a date, it's probably $100.
That's what you did with Whoop, the Whoop strap.
Yeah.
You pay for your golf simulator, and then as soon as you get it up, you're like, I gotta get rid of this Whoop strap. You start trying to take things away from yourself.
Moderation.
I don't need the Whoop
I can't
strap
have everything
anymore, even though you were loving it every single day.
Yeah. But it started getting addicting. I was just checking it too much. Same thing with like dating apps. I'm checking them too much. I don't need to be on my phone all day. Right? Yeah. Be outside in nature. I'd rather be doing this than fucking swiping left and right.
You could be swiping while you're out in nature.
Could. I didn't think about multitasking. No, I'm kidding. All right, so we got some golf shit. What do we got for him? I need to light my cigar. You talk for the next 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, well, so I went on my trip up to the cabin there for 4th of July. Me and about 8 other people, I'd say. JP, Cass, Nick Perry, Steve, Alex, myself, Brian, and Brad. It was a good old time. We had plans to get up there for one night, get
Traffic shit, I
absolutely
heard.
get faced. It happened.
First night?
Yep. Uh, and then the next day was to kind of float the river, golf the following day, and then kind of relax Saturday, get fucked up again, and then come home Sunday. Well, that's how we started. We got shit faced. That what was that Wednesday when we had that? We went up there. Went up there
Thursday?
Thursday. Yeah, we got shit faced that night. And I got pretty drunk, dude. We're like, I felt sick the next day. It was like one of those a little bit. So I didn't even go. I didn't even go to breakfast. I was like, I'm just gonna. I think
I didn't even go to breakfast.
No, I was like, I gotta lay down. So I laid down. But yeah, and then we went floated the river there, the Asable River, which the weather was. It started off sunny. It was like sunny and 75 when we started, and then about 2 hours in, a little over 2 hours, it got cloudy, and then it started to just get a little cold, man. The water in the Asable is never warm. It's never warm.
Never.
It's always flowing. So it's like you expect to kind of go in there and be like, hope for the best. Like maybe we'll get like a warm spot or something. But no, dude, it was a little chilly. So when that sun went away there at the end,
It got real.
I was like trying to keep my legs out of the water.
You're so funny.
Like, dude, my fucking toes are getting cold. And I got smoked by a branch about 3 different times from running into the side from that current. The current starts to push you
I was
towards.
gonna say, do not pay attention.
I was
to the
taking a
current.
nap.
The current.
I was trying to take a nap ski.
Oh yeah, I heard you didn't even drink on the boat or on the.
No, I didn't. I didn't.
That's how hungover you were.
Yeah, I was just. I was like, I don't even want to drink. I'm good. I
Dude.
didn't have the taste for it.
Well,
I had one shot on the river and a sip of Cass's mixed drink. It was like Grey Goose, or it was Casamigos and some like
That sounds
juice,
good.
some sort of juice.
Yeah, Cass can make. Obviously, Cass can make great drinks. She's a bartender.
And it was fucking good for sure. So I was like, all right, I sipped that, had a shot. That was enough. And I'd also like, in case we had to drive back, I wanted it to also be somewhat sober.
Okay.
So it's like somebody's got
Because everyone else is partying. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Which is funny.
Which did everyone else?
It's funny because Steve parked past his truck for.
I heard. Steve told me.
Couldn't fucking find it. Yeah.
Yeah,
that was funny. We got done floating the river there, and Steve couldn't remember where he parked Cass's truck, so that was a whole fiasco. So that was fun though. We did that, and then
you golf.
We got back, kind of ate some dinner. Alex and Steve chefed it up for you.
What'd they make? They always throw out tacos.
Yep, Mexican tacos, all that stuff. They had tamales, enchiladas. We all were drinking and stuff, but it was delish.
Yeah.
Well, and then we had like sides, corn. We got asparagus, I believe. I bought some like macaroni salad, pasta salad.
Did you guys do a pizza night?
The first night we got meal pizza.
They were open.
Yeah, yeah.
The past couple times they were out of dough.
They were close.
Holy
Every time we come up and get that pizza, they're always out, like almost out of dough. It's like,
I know.
How does a pizza shop run out of fucking dough? You only have like 80 people around here, anyways, in the first place.
They must get their dough shipments on Saturdays.
Yeah. So we did that, and then ate when we got back, and kind of relaxed. And then the next day we went golfing at Rogers City. Rogers City is about an hour north of our cabin. We met Cooley and his dad there. I've never played the course. I don't think Snyder's ever played the course. It was pretty new for all of us, other than Cooley and his dad. Par 70, I believe. I think it's a par 70. And it rained for about 4 or 5 holes, somewhere like right in the middle stretch, like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I think 10 for a little bit, maybe 11, and then it stopped. So we got a little bit of rain, but there was two groups. Snyder, man, He's rough right now. He's having a little rough spurt all of a sudden.
Really?
What happened? Yeah, well, at least while we were up there, he shot a 106 at Rogers City.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
And then
So,
Cooley shot a 94. He had an all right front nine, but the back nine he just kind of fell apart. And,
holy shit, that's up there, bro.
yeah, it's way up there. Brian Hubbs with a 80, 85, I think.
85. Did he beat Cooley?
Yeah, somewhere. Yeah, I think mid 80s. I can't quite remember, but it's mid 80s, I believe. And Brad shot a 80. No, Brad shot a 96.
He just can shoot mid
90,
90s.
98 maybe.
It blows my mind. It blows my mind.
What, Brad?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he can shoot mid 90s with his eyes closed.
It's funny. That's
Eyes closed. He
Yeah,
can't break. He
pissed
can't
off, too.
break
Dude,
90.
You don't know. You never played.
Yeah,
it,
he
really.
can't break 90, but he can shoot
But you're
mid
coming
90s
out and shooting fucking
every time.
45 like it ain't a fucking issue. So yeah, and I shot 75. Actually, it was a fantastic day for me. I chipped in for par, chipped in for birdie, chipped in for eagle. Eagle was fucking phenomenal. Beautiful. It was a par 5, hole 10, perfect drive in the fairway. 3-wood, pushed it a little right, got about a 35-yard, maybe 40-yard chip over a bunker with no room to work with. Hit a fucking huge flop shot over the bunker. It lands, takes one bounce, hits the flagstick, rolls up the flag a little bit, and then falls right down into the cup. And Steve's like, "It's in the hole."
Who was your foursome?
So it was Steve, Cooley, his dad, and me.
Okay.
And
Nice. You guys.
Rest of the gang.
All the good golfers in one league. Well, maybe
Yeah.
not Steve, but like the good ones. Okay, then you got all those guys in there. Nice.
Yeah. I won two of the closest to the pins. Wayne won one of them, and Brian won the other one, I think. So it was a good time.
Was it a difficult course? If you shot in the 70s and Steve shot in the hundreds,
There's some tough holes. It's a short course, though.
Oh, so I would have done fine.
It's a little bit of everything, though. They had
Right.
some dogleg lefts. They had some short par 4s. They had par 5.
Okay.
Decent par 5s.
You said
Par
par
3s were fun.
You said par 70?
The par 3s.
He shot a what?
Yeah, I know.
God damn, this gets worse and worse every time you keep talking about it. Short course. It's 570.
I tried to.
Next thing you know, you're saying we're playing from the red tees. Like, god damn,
I
dude.
didn't want to really say 70, but I tried to breeze.
Yeah, you did breeze by that.
But yeah, it makes the story work.
It does. And he shot a what again?
106, Brad 90.
Come on, bro. That's worse than. Look, 104 is double every hole.
I think Brian shot at 86.
You can't be doing worse than 104. Double every hole. That's like the limit. That's the upper limit.
Steve is. Well, it's funny because he'd hit a good tee shot one moment, and then the next 3 or 4 holes he couldn't fucking hit it, And it's like, what the hell? And then he hit a good one for one or two holes, and then he loses it for a hole or two.
Was he pushing, pulling, everything?
And he hit.
Because he's been
2
smacking
shots.
his driver.
2 shots were just like, whoa, Steve, what the fuck? Like way off the toe, like this.
Drive?
Steve Avon over here, and it goes to you guys. It's like what the
Where
fuck?
you initially? She's on
It's on the ground. Yeah.
Earth.
Yeah, get wild with it. Don't just worry about his ash, bro.
Yeah, dude.
It was cool though, man. Other than that, I mean, I got to get up there and do some work on it, the cabin itself.
We going in August?
Well, I was thinking when I go up there with my pops, even after this golf trip, get some stuff done.
Oh yeah.
There's just some branches that need to be trimmed up. There's down at the end of the driveway. It needs to be weed whacked, and the weeds need to get fucking.
The Monday after
coated.
We go out for a golf trip, I play you. So the fact that you can't make it, that's fine. We can play all week.
Play before.
Well, yeah, we have all week.
Yeah, we'll just play before.
Well, we can't really play before.
Yeah.
Because we only have Monday leagues, Tuesday, Wednesday we go up north.
Yeah, but next week we could play.
Oh yeah, you mean before the following? Okay,
yeah.
I get what you mean. Okay.
We
have all week. We got Wednesday, Thursday, go whatever. So yeah,
which would be cool because then we could invite 2 other people or something with us to play the course.
Yeah, I want to get Justin from work. Yeah.
He hasn't played it?
I think he's played. We did Twilight one time. He played the back 9. That was it.
The harder one. Harder of the 2. Damn. Oh.
I know. That's what I told him. I was like, dude, you think that's fun? Can't wait to see the front. You're gonna shoot way better. Speaking of leagues, I just shot a 50. We can glaze over that real quick.
Yeah, talk about that real quick.
Got the dub. Yeah, you're good. Got the dub. On the last hole. Let's just skip straight to the last hole. Last hole.
It must be good.
It's yeah. I'm mentally keeping track for the most part of like what the score is. I knew I was either like it was either even, I'm up one, or he's up one. So I knew it was close. And going into 18, it's a par 5 at Gateway. It's playing like 470 or something. It's pretty far. Let me hit this cigar real quick.
Yeah, hit that cigar real quick, dude. Get you feeling right.
Okay, so we tee off. I hit a pretty good drive. Yeah, cheers, bro. I hit a pretty good drive, which never happens on that hole. To the left, just right of the cart path, right where the water starts. Pretty good drive, 200-yard drive out to the left. He also hits a pretty good drive, except in the fairway. Second shot, I smoke my 7-iron up there. Okay, I'm in the middle of the fairway. I'm 135 yards out. His second shot, he puts in the water. He pushes it right and goes in the water. So now he's dropping, hit 2, drop 3. Now he's hitting 4. On hole 18 at Gateway, if you're looking down the fairway, the left side is houses, and it's open, and hills. The right side has water, and has like these fingers of land that poke out as you continue down the fairway. You know, you might land in that little pocket, you might go in the water.
Yep.
So he dropped into one of those pockets, obviously, because he went in the water. His next shot, he put in the water. Again. He dropped. He was probably 160 out. He puts the next shot in the water.
Man, that sucks.
He's now green side about to drop. I get to my ball. I've been here before. I remember I don't remember exactly who I was playing, but I remember being in the fairway going, Cody, if you put it on the green, you win. And last year, and I put it in the water. I'll never forget it with an 8-iron. I hit a great 9-iron, and I landed a foot short of the green, right in the middle. It's probably 25 feet from the pin, middle pin. I'm putting for birdie. He's dropping green side for 6.
Gosh.
He chips up 2 putts, gets an 8. I 3-putt from where I'm at. Technically 2-putt on the green because I was off the green for the first one. I hit the first putt, 25 feet. I leave myself like 8.5 feet. I missed that one. Tap in for bogey. I ended up winning by 2 strokes. I bogeyed. He got an 8. So technically we were even going into that hole, which, like I said, I didn't know. I knew it was either he's up 1, up 1, I'm up 1, or we even. I knew it was right around there. Turned out we were even. And I ended up winning by 2 strokes.
What a finish, dude. Because, man, if he didn't fuck that up twice, even if he just put it in the water one time, he still probably, had a good chance to win.
Yeah, I played this guy, Darwin Howard, which you've played him. He's good.
The week before.
Good golfer.
He's a good golfer.
He's a good golfer. He hits good golf shots.
Mm-hmm.
He does. So, I mean, you got to think. He shot a 45, and he took an 8 on that last hole, which means he had a 37 going into the last hole. That's good. That's pretty good. You bogey that hole, you got a 43. That's pretty good. Yeah, he's a good golfer. Got an 8. Yeah.
That fucking sucks.
Worst hole of the round for him.
I think it's averaged around that, though. 46, 45.
His average is 43.
Is it 43?
Yeah, 43.
When he played me, I think it was 44.
Okay. Yeah.
45.
Okay. Did you beat him?
Yeah, but he shot good, too. Well, I shot fucking even par. You remember?
That was the week before. I wasn't there.
He shot 42, I think? No. He shot 40... I think he shot 44.
Okay.
Yeah, he shot 44.
Nice. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean he's a good golfer for sure. He definitely has it in him. You can see. Like when he played me, he was saying how he didn't play for like 3 weeks or whatever. So he was like, man, I feel rusty. And he's like, well, what if this is what happens when you don't practice. He's like, you can't expect to be a good golfer if you're not practicing.
Yeah, he's a very
He
lean
knows that.
He knows that's logical.
Like he's not one of those guys who like doesn't practice and then comes out and then like wants to shoot fucking scratch golf. So he knows like, well, you gotta put it in work in order for
and that'll pay off. I.e. Bob Davis.
Yep, show results.
Yeah, and Bill.
Yep.
Bill's been lights out.
Bill, he got
lights out.
He hit a
got a skin, and he fucking shot a 48 this past week.
Good for him. Bill's an older gentleman on our league. I think he's like 83 years old or whatever.
Yeah, he's old.
Finally he won a skin. Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah, won a skin. Dude, he's been killing it. He's in like second place.
And he just started playing from the senior tees, I think, this year. Yeah, which the last 2 years he didn't want to. He played with us.
Dude, play with the tees.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I had to talk about with my coworker today, which is cool. We can talk about it on here. I was talking with my coworker Justin Haw about he has his mid-season scramble at Pheasant Run today for his league. So halfway through the league, they get a free week from Pheasant Run. They get to do a 4-man scramble, 18 holes. No league. So they're doing that today. Shout out to him. Hope he's having a good time. And they were trying to figure out what they wanted to do differently for this scramble so it'd be more fun. You know, play from the reds, play from the bags, you know, whatever. Whatever you want to do that's different. And I thought about it, and are there courses that actually tell? I know there's courses that on the scorecard they'll give you the handicap that's like a 72 or whatever slash and the slope. I know that they give that, but are there courses that
they always give you the slope?
Of course. Yeah. Are there courses that tell you if your handicap is this, you should use this tee? Because that is the most logical thing ever. That, like, when somebody gets to a course and half the people are like, we should do the blues, and half are like, we should do the whites. If it told you, if you're this handicap, if you're a 0 to 9, you play the blahs. If you're a 10 to 19, you play the blahs. You get what I'm saying? It would make it so easy for people to really, like, play the game they're supposed to be playing. You get what I mean? Because maybe I'm playing too short, or maybe you're playing too long.
But even if it's on a scorecard, people are going to be ignorant toward consumers and still want to play from whenever it's easy.
That's ego, and that's
always part of the slow play thing. Is from people not playing their right tees.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It would help that. Yes, that's a great point. It would help slow play.
Yeah.
If people knew what tees they were supposed to be playing from, you know. Most courses, I'm sure I'm supposed to be playing from the same tee as you. But I guarantee there's courses out there that I should be playing from a different tee than you. I don't know that. And that would be awesome to have. It should be mandatory that courses tell you what your handicap is, where you should be playing. Oh, for pace of play reason only. I thought about that today. I'm like, there's not a course.
What they do have, though, and you know this, is like whatever handicap is like the toughest hole. You know, they'll put 1 handicap, 2 handicap.
Which that's great. That's great. That's awesome.
So you know what hole is the hardest. But that's not telling you what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
If you're this, you know, you should be
playing from this.
Telling you, hey, this is the hardest.
Yeah. Especially the courses that had tee box. Yeah.
But
I'm talking about the course that have, you know, the 5 tee box,
and
juniors and the greens and the reds.
Shepherd's Hollow, I think.
Yeah, things like that. Golden Fox, the ones that are real nice courses. Tell people where they're supposed to be playing from, because as a weekend golfer, we talk about it between 6,000 and 6,400, but we know that because we play a lot. And he's played a lot.
64.
And he's more like 64, and I'm more like 61 and 62.
I like 65.
So, and that's great.
Nobody else likes to play it, so I'm like,
no, you, Cooley, and Brian. That's about it, bro. You, Cooley, and Brian.
Is like sketchy sometimes. Yeah.
Well, Brian for sure. You can always get. But maybe you should be playing those. When we played Bear Dance in Denver, we played 6,100, and this guy was our 4th. We had 3 of us golfers. And he said, we played the whites, and he goes, this course is harder from the whites than it is from the blues back there.
Yeah, because everything is, if it's shot placement, where are bunkers laid out at on this course? And where are hazards at? Where is everything at? Where are the hills? Where are the misses supposed to be? A lot of them are going to be moved up.
Of course.
Where the whites are, because a lot of people are playing that.
And that's what I'm saying. If it said on that Bear Dance scorecard, hey, you're a 0 to 5 handicap, because that guy is, then you should be playing the blah, blah, blahs. Right. I know the other 3 are going to play the whites, but you should be playing this. And I'm sure he probably knew it. I mean, he's a golfer. But still, identifying it would just make it easier on the weekend golfer, and easier on the starter, and easier on, like, everyone, right? It doesn't make it more difficult.
No.
Doesn't make it more difficult. So it would be great if golf courses did that. It was so difficult for me to find the rules on when seniors can use senior tees, remember, for the outing. And you know why? Because there's no fucking rule. There's no rule. It's a golf course basis. Ooh, what? No. Let's establish a rule, bro.
And what is
it 65?
On the PGA Tour, you know?
The Champions is 50 years old.
That's
too young.
Too young. So I always tell myself,
yeah, but
But even that,
You made a rule that we gotta tuck our shirts in and wear collared shirts, bro. You couldn't tell me how old I need to be to play a tee.
exactly.
Come on,
There's
bro.
things that they could brush up. Change the rules.
Set the rules. If you're gonna have a rule based sport like golf is, it's very rule based. Make some better fucking rules, dude. Come on, bro. Other than that, I love golf, but it was just it was just a thought I had today at work. I was like, man, that would be cool if the courses could tell you. If I'm playing by myself and not with you, I would just play the one that is to me.
So where are you sitting at in our leagues?
I'm tied for fifth, and I think you're tied for fourth. I think you're like a point behind me, or ahead of either a point behind me or a point
close up there.
Dude, it's close.
You can't miss anything.
It's close. The two people who are in the lead, Bob and Jeff.
I thought I was way down towards the bottom, so when I had to take my truck in, I was like, well, I'm not even close to the fucking top, dude. I'm not even close to top 5. I was like, I can afford this. Doesn't matter. Damn, nope. Really?
Yeah, I'm serious.
I gotta look at it.
I'm in like 5th, and you're in like 6th, or you're in 4th, and I'm in
I haven't been able to peep it since I lost my fucking phone because I got logged out, and I haven't. Bro, I don't remember my login. It's numbers, and I have it here, but every time I'm home, I never put it in.
You're so funny.
And the only time I think about going on it and looking is when I'm at work the day of leagues to be like, oh, who am I versing? But damn, dude, I gotta fucking dial it up.
Bob's in first, Jeff's in second. Those two play each other the last week. I already checked the schedule. I play Bob this week. I don't know who Jeff plays. No, Lane.
Lane, okay.
Yeah. I don't know who Jeff plays this week, but I go Bob, Darwish, you to finish.
That's tough finish.
Bob, Darwish, you.
At least you get to end with me, though, bro. And
on the go. And if weather permits, it's front this week, back, and then when I play you again, it's front, which is great because I get a rematch of the championship, and I'm beating you this time. Because we did that. The championship was on the front last year. Yeah.
So it came down to like 8, I think.
Yeah, 8 and 9. Yeah. No, 8 and 9. You beat me by 2. 2 or 3, I think. But yeah, so I'm pumped about that. That should be fun. Leagues are gonna end pretty soon, but I'm still gonna go all of August. So if leagues end the first week of August, because right now they're slated to, August, the second week, third week, and fourth week, I'm still going to work early, and I'm still leaving as if I had leagues.
Yeah, I would. I'd soak it up.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's like $10 for golf.
I have to think about. I have so many people who asked me to be in outings with them this year, dude. My cousin Collins has one at Novi, Links to Novi, in August, I think. Dave asked me to be in one in August.
Ours is in August. The Meathead.
And that one's like, what, the first week?
I think it's the third week.
I get the dates on these, man.
Yeah, I know, you do.
Because I have, like I said, so many people asking me to be in them.
Who are you guys replacing Ward with?
We don't know yet. We're in a pickle.
Ward tried to golf, in leagues.
We're either...
Let me know if you need a third.
We're either, looking for a third, or we're deciding if we want to go. Right. I was like, dude, we don't have to go. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I have to skip a year, I'm cool with that too.
Right. Of course.
But like, if we can't find someone, but yeah, dude, for sure. I mean, it's cool. It just sucks that it's in Ohio. Like driving down there, whatever, doing all that shit. It's not like the fucking coolest place on earth, you know.
That's the standings. I'm
fine. I'm not even close. Mm-hmm. I'm an 8.
Yeah, but how many points are you at? Like 5? That's nothing. All you need them to do is lose like a week or two.
And they're at 16.
Yeah, 5 points. And you only need to play them in the championship. You don't need to beat them right now. Remember? You were behind in the championship and you still beat me and took over.
Yeah, I know.
So
that's great.
You don't have to be in first. You just gotta make
remind me.
You just gotta make the first place match. That's all that matters.
What a fucking day that was.
Yeah, fuck you.
That was fun. Yeah, and then you had to fought off the ultimate.
Yeah. Thank goodness I fucking got close.
Hey, well, people, check out our new YouTube video that we got. We're going to post every Wednesday night, I believe. If it's not up Wednesday night, it'll be up really early Thursday morning as soon as I get to work.
Yeah, like Scottish Open early.
Well, yeah, like still kind of like working out like the name for it, you know, like picking with 3 pars or weekly pick with 3 pars, you know, something along those lines. Haven't really figured that out yet, but we are going to try and do it. It's going to be like a Zoom podcast style with Steve, Cody, and myself. Where, like I said, we just rattle off, give our picks for the week, and then we do 2 or 3 other picks usually. There's some bonus stuff in there. So if you guys want to see that, give it a look. And it's real short. 5 to 10 minutes. No more than like 10 minutes probably at most.
Yeah.
And yeah,
unless
that's
Snyder's drunk.
just gonna be like a new little series there. So like for people who don't like the longer format videos and stuff like that, just something else, something different for you guys. And I am working on getting a short video out of my driver, just a few swings with it, kind of showing it off,
Bro,
talking
Cooley
about it.
told me you were
So
smashing
I
it.
was hitting it pretty good. I was hitting it low.
Oh,
Which is
really?
good. A little bit lower, but that's how it's supposed to
How
be.
you wanted it?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's how it was coming off at miles ago.
Is it lower than your
Tee it up
Well,
lower. I found out I have to tee it up lower. Because
How
if I
much
tee it
lower?
up, I have to tee
like
it up.
substantially?
Kind of like how I tee my old driver. Kind of
Okay.
like lower, just a little bit lower than the top of the face.
Right.
Kind of how I measure it.
Okay.
A lot of people have the ball sitting like at the top of their driver face, almost above their driver head when they're setting
Right.
it down. I have to have it lower, like basically sitting in the middle of the club.
That's why I like to have it.
And some people like to
Yeah.
have it raised. And a lot of people say you're supposed to have it raised because you can get more up on it that way. When it's lower, it comes off as a stinger.
Well, yeah, definitely. But there's something
But
about
it's
it
way
being.
better.
There's something about the T being way up that's like psychologically. I'm like, I don't look that
I
far.
just think you're gonna get under it.
Yeah,
Probably.
of course. So I like. I'm not gonna get under it if it's T down. I promise you that.
No, you're gonna chunk it.
Yeah, I will, and I've done that.
Hit some
See,
dirt.
Yeah, I've done.
You gotta be digging for gophers.
But you know what's cool about my swing recently though is because I've gotten more comfortable with where it's at now. This past week I started going further back in my backswing. Like it feels like a mile further, but it's probably like a couple inches.
Yep.
And I'm hitting my drives so much further.
Mm-hmm.
So much further.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm smoking that
you
3-wood, hitting the drives, and it's
room
been
to swing the club.
Yeah, it's been great. Like there was a
generates more swing speed.
Oh yeah,
you have more room to.
Which for a while there, obviously it was all about control. Like, all right, let me just try and keep it in the fairway. And now that I've gotten that under control, especially with my 3-wood now and driver a little bit better, I've been working on those a lot lately. I had driver the whole time in Denver. It's great. Shot a 95 and an 87. So doing better. But
That's
it's
good
just
to hear because
because it was rough for a little while there. But I knew what I needed to do. I had to put in the work. We talked about this earlier.
Can't wait to see it when I play you.
Oh, dude, it's been great. 3-wood's been great. It's been cool. I'm glad that I have those back now. I mean, they're not perfect, but the 3-wood's almost back to where it used to be, where it was kind of a guarantee. Last year I was hitting that thing great. But we're almost there with the 3-wood. Driver still, can get a little erratic, but like by the third day in Denver, I was definitely spraying it more. But I'm 4 concerts, D3, I'm exhausted. That's my excuse.
Yeah.
But
there's a lot going on.
Of course. But it's been great. I'm gonna go get my yardages probably Saturday morning. I'm gonna take my launch monitor to Mickey's. If you're free and you want to go, feel free. If not, no big deal. But I'm gonna go do that just to see. I've never gotten my yardages off grass. Figure why not? Let's try it. I ain't got shit else to do. So I'm gonna go at least try and get maybe a couple irons. I might not get them all. I might wear myself out. Start hitting shit. But at least try and get my wedges, my low irons, things that I know I can already hit right now. You know what I mean? Maybe I don't need to get my 5-iron distance because I can't hit my 5-iron that good. That distance doesn't really matter that much.
Or just start off with like 3 clubs at a time. That's what I would do too. Like start off small.
Right. That way I can really get the distance.
Your woods and driver.
Right. Wood driver.
Just figure out those distances. Yep. And longer irons, 4, 5, 6.
Right. Okay.
Then
Right. All right. I'm with it. Yeah, that's smart. Because then you can really
7, 8, 9.
I'm trying to do the whole bag in one bucket of fucking ball. How accurate are you really getting of your yardage? You're hitting what 6 and 6, 7 of each club. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm going canoeing Saturday in Ann Arbor.
Saturday at
Yeah, with homegirl from Ann Arbor. Remember I used to talk to the personal trainer.
Yeah, do I remember?
We're gonna go.
Of course,
we're gonna go.
How could I forget? She was a fucking dime, Cody. So you're gonna go fucking do that then?
Yeah, but that's not till like 4 o'clock.
That's the shorter one, right? It's only like an hour
Yeah.
or some shit, or an hour and a half.
It's like an hour and a half. We're gonna go to the Argo launch.
Argo, that's what it is.
Because you have Argo and I forgot the other.
Argo's the one I did with Steven Adams.
Nice, yeah, that's a fun.
That's fun.
That's fun because it's chill. It's not the rapids. They do have
They
rapids.
had a little rapid part.
Yeah, they have
it's only
yeah.
like a second.
Yeah.
You're like, oh shit.
It's not like the other one where you're moving.
No.
But
no.
yeah, it should be fun.
I don't do rapids.
Yeah, we're gonna get one canoe and just go canoe around, have a good time. It's supposed to be nice weather, so. Oh, but I'm definitely down to get pickleball in.
There's no way you're doing that.
In the morning I can. Why can't I? I'm not canoeing until 4.
Golf, range session, pickleball, and canoeing.
Yeah, I have all day Saturday. I have nothing going on. Canoeing's at 4. We can pickleball at 9. Shit, we can hit the gym too. Gym, pickleball.
You ain't gymming, dog.
This guy. Actually, I might not.
You ain't gymming.
We're watching the debate and getting lit.
Yeah,
on Friday.
you ain't gymming, dude.
We'll see. I will.
You sauna. You don't gym. You take selfies in the sauna and say, look at me. You flexing. He's always like this, doing it back. He goes like this, y'all. The beach is that way. That's what he does.
That was great. You look just like me. That was awesome.
And he always has music playing. He's
of
like,
course. It's good music.
And then he's always like, have a good day. Throws up the peace sign.
Have a good day. There's always a good message.
And that's how he ends it.
Always a good message.
I know him.
He doesn't know me, dude.
I actually work out when I go to the gym.
Yeah, he does. He does one chest press, and then he goes, all right, dude, I'm tired. I'm going to go home now.
Dude, 3 sets?
No, I'm kidding.
And that's it.
This motherfucker works hard.
It's a bench, dude. It's all you need.
Hercules over here. What else we got on the agenda, Holmes?
That's it, man.
No, we got to talk about golf like pros. Keegan Bradley is the Ryder Cup captain. Come on, fuck you.
Keegan Bradley is the Ryder Cup captain. That's right.
Fuck you. What else? What else we got
That's
going
wild news. I think that's kind of fucked up that they did that. And only because of what happened last year. If that didn't happen last year, do you think they pick him as the captain?
First off,
fuck no, they don't. They have so many other people they can choose.
In my eyes, if you're going to be a player captain, you have to be like the best player in the world. You have to be Tiger or Scotty or the best international player or the best European player. You can't be Keegan Bradley. I'm sorry. I think he should. We talked about it last time. I thought he should have made it over Justin Thomas.
Yep.
It's about how you're playing in that year. Ryder Cup isn't a historical data thing. It's how are you playing right now. So I think he should have got the second invite behind Scotty. Just because, hey, we owe you one. Sorry, dude. But to be captain?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's a normal thing. That what is he? 30th ranked player in the world or something? Well, I don't even know what he is. He could be 40th. Again, he should be on the team. He should have been on the team last time. Actually, I don't know if he should be on the team this time. Because he's not playing as well as he was playing last year. And if he's not going to play that well in the next year, it's a year from now or whatever, isn't it? Or is it this year?
He gets to open up. No, it's the Ryder Cup.
Yeah, it's next year.
Yeah, we just had it last year.
Yeah, so we're having the President's Cup. Yeah. So again, a year and 3 months from now, that motherfucker could be back to 2018 Keegan Bradley or 2017 Keegan Bradley or 2016 Keegan Bradley. And then Justin Thomas could be balling out like he did today where he shot 8 under. Then what do? You go, oh, fuck, well, we fucked Keegan Bradley over the first time, so we had to give him the captaincy. But now he's sucking, so hopefully he doesn't play himself. That's what the people are going to think. They're going to go, hopefully Keegan doesn't play himself because he's not playing well, if he's not playing well at the time. That's crazy to me.
And it's going to be at that Page Black.
Which is his home. He's a Boston guy.
Yeah.
That's down the street. He's in New England.
Exactly.
So it's like, what are we setting ourselves up here? Are we hoping that Keegan just balls out until then and continues?
We're hoping for Tiger to take the captaincy for when we go across the water, across the pond. Because if he does it this year, you can't do it.
Who's the captain for the President's Cup coming up? Is it like Steve Stricker or something? I feel like I should know this, but I don't know.
Keegan was for the Ryder Cup.
Keegan's for the Ryder. You're right. He's for the Ryder. Because
I
I was second guessing myself until you said it, and then I was like, yeah, it was the Ryder Cup. Because I remember seeing all the headlines, Ryder Cup. Well, not President's Cup.
No, it was Ryder Cup.
So let's see who the President's Cup captain is from America. Because it's an older guy, I'm pretty sure.
Is it,
Not
Stuart Sink? It's not Stuart Sink. I'm going to be pissed because you're going to say the name and I'm going to be like, oh, I know
that. Jim Furyk. Yeah. 17-time PGA Tour winner Jim Furyk has been named the captain of the U.S. team for 2024 President's Cup, which will be staged at the Royal London. I knew it was someone who was older. Yeah, which I'm with. That's cool. I like Jim. But
he's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I didn't get to watch him much. I've seen a lot of highlights. I remember playing with him.
You know his swing.
Oh, of course I know his swing.
The iconic swing.
Yeah, of course I know his swing.
He doesn't quite have it anymore. He doesn't do that. He plays on Champions.
Does he play on?
Yeah, and dude, I've seen him. I watched a couple of his shots, and he doesn't have it anymore. He goes back, and he does it very slightly. It's not like how you.
Not a whip or whatever.
Yeah, it's like just a little bit. It's like wow, dude, he changed it fucking tremendously.
So that'll be cool to see. He obviously won't be a player captain. Like, you know what I mean? He's just gonna captain.
Yeah.
So I didn't think about it until we just talked about it. Like, I don't know how I feel about that. And do they always get picked that far out? I
just don't remember them. I don't remember hearing about it. So it had to have been a while ago. It wasn't
when Zach Johnson got picked. I thought it was pretty close. I thought it was like, all right, Zach Johnson's picked, and in 8 months we have the Ryder Cup, like something like that. Not like 6 months.
Yeah.
I thought it was within a year. Dude, they're picking Keegan Bradley. We haven't even played the President's Cup.
That's what I mean. It's a little too soon.
Yeah, it's a little wild, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. What else we got? We got tournament coming. We got Scottish Open this week.
Scottish Open.
Pretty good field. Thomas Dietrich's up there. You see that?
Yeah,
that's my dog. That was cool.
If you guys watch our video,
you'll see what we're talking about.
You'll know why Thomas Dietrich is an important name here. We got the Open coming up next week. Yeah. So that's gonna be big.
Speed changed putters, I think I heard. Or Justin Thomas did, I'm sorry. Justin Thomas changed putters.
He played good today.
Played very well. 8 under. Par 70 course. Some of the guys said this course. Some of the guys said this course might be too easy. Coming in. It's 7,200 yards and it's only a par 70. Dudes are shooting 8 and 7 under on the first day.
Well, they do that at a lot of other courses.
They do too. But
Rocket Mortgage.
But the announcer had a great point. He goes, they're only doing that because there's no fucking wind. He goes, that's the only reason they're shooting it. He goes, so yeah, if you have perfect conditions, you're right. You can shoot 7 under. Because say there's 20-mile-an-hour winds tomorrow, they're shooting 1 under.
Every pro says that. Justin Thomas has said that. He said if you give the golfers any day of the week to go out there on the course to shoot low, they can do it basically any day unless there is wind, like strong wind, because that fucks everything up. Everything. And I also read that here in Scotland where they're playing that the greens are soft and they're rolling.
Yeah, they are.
It's real slow. Yeah. So people you're able to hold the greens, especially when there's no wind. You're able to stick them. You're able to control the spin a lot better. You're able to kind of play your shots a little bit easier and work these greens. And you're seeing these players, like you were saying, come out day one with 8 under and stuff, and it's because they're able to light it up on these soft greens with no wind and perfect prime conditions. And when you're able to, to have days and weeks like that, or days like that when the weather just cooperates with you, these are the scores that you're going to have. It doesn't matter how tough you try to set the course up or what you do to it, right? It doesn't matter because weather plays a huge factor in that too. I mean, you can see Augusta and some of these courses trying to do all these changes and stuff, and yeah, it makes the course difficult, but they're still shooting low. They're still going out there and making birdies and doing this. And it's like, if you try to do that in the wind, it's not easy. So it's like wind and rain and all that stuff is like a big, big thing. And 8 under, I think, right? You said is leading the tournament today?
Yep, 8 under.
Pretty shocking. That is low.
So Justin Thomas in his post game or post round post game interview said that his favorite type of golf course is a link style golf course. He said, if I could play one golf course for the rest of my life, it'd be link style. So I just Googled what are the types of golf courses, just in case we're missing some. And there's 6 types, one of which is a par 3 course, so that doesn't count. So you have links course, which we know. Parkland course, which parkland courses are built inland away from the ocean.
Woodland.
Yep, woodlands. You have
I only know
Heathland course.
I don't know that.
The quickest way to understand Heathland, yeah, a lot of heather. Yep. It's like links, but a little bit different. With trees. It's like heather with trees.
So, Calderon.
Oh, yes, like
I
Calderon.
would say.
Yep, like Calderon. Exactly. Sandbelt course, which is like Australian course. There's a lot of sand.
I forgot about those.
And stadium championship courses.
TPCs.
Right.
All those.
All those. So out of stadium, Sandbelt, Heathland, Parkland, and Links, which one would you want to play?
Heathland.
Heathland.
Yeah.
Okay. I like it. Nice. That's your favorite type of course? Heathland. I think I like Links the most.
I love Heathlands because it's like, dude, you still get a little bit of the trees and those vibes.
I think because
Heather is a bitch, but you
the
get
heather's
good lies too.
But you get good lies because you get the lush grass outside the fairway, which you don't get with Links.
Yeah.
You don't get that much. You get a little bit of rough, and it's probably not that rough anyways. It's kind of short grass, and then it rolls into the heather. The thing I like about the links course, which you get a little bit with the Heath one as well, is the links course, because my shots don't go very high, because my shots don't go as high as yours, they roll out a lot. In the links course, it, rolls a lot, usually tends to. So that's why I think I like the links courses. And they have big greens.
Big greens.
Big greens. And I don't mind lag putts. Like, I'm not afraid of a lag putt. Like, some people might be. A 70-foot putt. Like, I'm like, okay, that's fine.
I do love a good woodland course.
The other woodland course is fine because it wants you to hit good shots.
Yeah.
And if you do, you feel even better. You're like, dude, all these idiots are spraying some woods, and I'm keeping it in.
Dude, you feel like
not a pro golfer, but like
just a
amateur
magnificent golfer when you're putting them out in the fairway and then hitting them to the green. It's something else.
Everyone else is like, I'm behind this tree.
And you're trying to punch out.
Yeah, all that. I'm the king of punch out.
So many times.
Yeah, you're past those days. But yeah, so that's cool. I'm glad you like that type of course. What else we got? Is that it? We're done?
Yeah, that's about it, Cody.
Cool.
What do we have
for
time?
7 o'clock.
Man, we killed it. I know we're at like an hour and 10 or something.
Nice.
An hour and 12.
We got a big week next week. We got the Open. We got that's not 1 week. That's in 2 weeks. We got our golf trip. But we got a major next week. Then the golf trip. Man, July is just going to
maybe podcast in for you guys during the golf trip. Maybe get some guests down for you. It won't be like last time where we have a bunch of people come in and do that. We'll set up a different times for people. Like, hey, you get 15 minutes. We'll save that video. That'll be a podcast, and then maybe have like 2 other, like,
just a couple shorts,
and then we can throw them out for you guys like in the weeks to come. Like if we don't have any,
little teasers.
Yeah. So definitely, keep supporting us on this journey, and subscribe, comment, do all that. We appreciate you guys for listening and doing all that.
Yeah, I want to shout out this guy for being in the prime, in the pocket, as some would say, in his golf game. Going, July is when you want to be in the pocket. We talk about it all the time. We talk about it in April. We talk about it in September. And the fact that he's in the pocket in July, even though I play him in 2 weeks, I am so pumped to see him play over the next couple weeks because it seems like this guy's on fire. So keep it up, Holmes.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
Appreciate it.
It's hard to do. So you got to shout it out when you're there, right?
It's tough.
It's hard to do, bro.
I've been playing great.
You've been playing great.
Some of my lowest rounds, and they've been averaging out to be in like 77s, probably, I'd say.
Are you approaching golf courses any differently now? Like this year, let's say, or maybe even the past few weeks? Or no, it's the same mindset? That's a good question.
Well, I do want to say something changed, but I don't know exactly.
You can't pinpoint.
It's something like mental that I've been.
Okay.
And
it's per shot or going into the whole round or both.
it's both, but it's like definitely going into the round too. I think knowing, like having one good round, like having my lowest round happen,
Right.
it really motivated me because a lot happened during that round where like I was chipping in, I would put making
Right.
putts and stuff like
Saving
that. And it's
pars.
like as soon as I start seeing those shots happen, like I wasn't last year, for instance, and even the year before, I didn't have a lot of chip-ins. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They were
Yeah.
very far and few between.
Yeah.
But when I start seeing that happen, like I did when I shot my lowest round, it was like, dude, I wasn't worried about missing greens from the fairway and stuff because I was like, dude, I know I'm gonna put it close, like,
Yeah.
and like I had confidence, like a lot of it, and it's like I didn't worry about it, and like for instance, even if I hit a bad tee shot, I knew like a lot of times, like okay, I can usually get myself up, like up and down, like I've been doing a great job at it,
Okay.
and like just playing to the center of the green more because like I know that my putting's been great. So if I could just hit the center of the green even, I know I should be able to two putt. So it's like
So you are playing a different game.
a little bit, yeah, for sure.
And
I think
when did
I was
that?
attacking the pin a lot more, and it was just kind of fucking me up.
When do you think that changed? Is that this whole year? Is that like real recent? Is that with your high score, or I'm sorry, your low score, and then it kind of kicked it?
Yeah, well, started doing it before my lowest round, but when I had my lowest round, I was really dialed in, and I knew like, all right,
And that was the
this can
marker
happen.
of like, okay,
That short game's been the best probably it's ever been in 2 years, in a couple years for
right.
sure. Like I haven't. There's been times where I go out there and my chipping good, but it's like I have some mishits for sure. I'm not nipping them quite right. I'm getting underneath them.
It seems underneath
I'm leaving myself 12 foot.
10 and 6.
This year, dude, something's been clicking. I've been doing more practice in the basement, granted, but dude, I'm putting chips within fucking 8 feet, 6 feet, a lot more, and
Okay.
giving myself closer looks, and just boosting my confidence. So that's key, having confidence and also playing a good mental game.
Yeah. Okay.
It all is cohesive.
Yeah. Good. Well, I'm glad that that's what's rocking for you now, and that it's a different mindset going in. I don't know if I ever thought that you would have a different mindset because you've been doing the same thing for such a long time.
New driver.
A new driver too. But just, playing as well as you've been playing, it's cool to see you approach each shot. It's because it's always been he's going to hit a good shot. But now it might be he's going to hit a great shot, from my perspective. And it's just so much fun. And like you said, scrambling, whether it's off the fairway or off the green,
And
you've been putting it so much closer.
There's like a zone for me too where it's like when I see a shot or and I'm doing my routine, like I'm thinking about it, but I'm not thinking about it, right? Like I have something that I want to do.
Yep.
And I can usually focus in on it, but I focus in on it to like the right amount where I'm not overthinking, right? The moment I start doing overthinking and stuff too, it's like it kills me. But like, dude, right now I've been finding just the happy medium.
Good.
And it doesn't matter if I have one beer, 4 beers.
I was going to ask about that.
Smoke, don't drink. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
like right now, it's like I'm getting into a perfect Zen state too. Like no matter who I'm playing or what I'm doing, whatever the weather is, it's like the confidence and everything else is just there. It's like I get up, even if I hit a bad shot, say it's like, dude, you know what? It's still early, and I feel like I can hit the next one back.
Right. That's good.
Whereas before, I'd hit a bad shot and be like, oh, fuck, dude, like I'd start almost freaking out a little bit.
You start like thinking negative thoughts, like if I don't land on the green, and I won't.
Should I try to hit this club? Whereas it's like, dude, got this. You're gonna hit this club.
Yeah.
See it.
One of my faults that I do is, obviously I wish I didn't, but like, I'll hit a bad shot, or maybe I'll hit a bad drive, and I'll go, oh man, well I'm already dropping 3, which means I'm gonna miss the green, then I'm gonna have to chip up, and like I'll preview a bad hole in my head if I hit a bad shot.
Mm-hmm.
I won't just go, that was a bad shot.
See, I've been doing that.
And you can't, and I talk myself out of it, of course. As soon as I start to think that way, like, well, if I do this because it happens subconsciously, I always try to talk myself out of it, and I'm getting better and better and better at it. And then I can hit a good recovery shot. I've been hitting so much better recovery shots this year, but it's definitely an interesting thought that you get to go in and you're there, but you're not really there. Mm-hmm. And I can almost tell a little bit because you're doing your swing. But it doesn't even look like you even know you're doing your practice swing. Like you're just so hyper focused on whatever it is that you want to, focus on before the swing that you don't even realize what you're doing. It really looks like that sometimes, especially on the tee box. And it's cool because you're a fast golfer and you're a really good golfer, which usually I think don't
Pride in that to being fast.
necessarily coincide. Like you step up, you're like, okay, practice swing, cool. If you're by the green, you'll fuck with the grass to see what reaction you're gonna get a couple times. You might step off, which is sometimes needed. Do another couple, but for the most part, you do 2, 3.
Yeah.
Look, all right, go.
That's what it is.
And that's it.
Yeah, that's all.
And I'm like, okay, that's cool, because we say it a million times. It's just fun to watch that. We all talk about it. It's fun to watch good golf, and this guy's got good golf. So it's been it's been great. It's been great to watch. So keep it up. Except for
no, I'm gonna destroy you.
Yes.
All right, I think that's about it. I think we talked your ears up quite enough here.
Let's finish the cigar.
Cigar.
Yeah, it got me earlier, bro. It got me earlier.
Right. I think we gave you guys long enough podcast here, an hour and 12 minutes it looks like, which is pretty good. So I think that's a nice
72 minutes, like 72 par.
For the 100th episode, Cody. I think it's been a good one. Thank y'all for riding with us. To 100, 100 more to come, obviously, and beyond.
Let's do it.
So with that being said, thank you all for watching, tuning in, and listening. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
Your one time
with your friends and family so they can watch.
Yeah.
Join us, watch us golf. Be a part of our videos maybe, and join us on the ride.
Yeah, for sure.
Until next time, y'all. Don't forget to use your one time.
Yeah.
Cody, you want to get that recorder?
Yep.
And I'll get this.
All right, peace, y'all.
Peace.
All right, that was